everybody. Welcome to another episode of Pinpointe Unfiltered. I'm Rachel.
And it's your boy Josh, the realtor of realtors. What's going on, guys? Rachel, this is the second show of the day, so we're
Yeah, I'm
really
still wearing the same clothes.
we're really killing it. Who is this lovely guest that we have right now?
Our lovely guest is Madelon. She was a client of ours, technically yours, a relocating client. So welcome to the show. I don't know how to say your name like an American, so you can tell the Americans how to say your name.
Marilyn. That would be perfect way to say it.
Fair. So somebody told me their name the other day. I forgot what it was. Oh, they're from like Eastern Europe.
Oh,
But it was an easy name, and he was like, but you could call me like this. And I was like, nah, I speak Spanish. I can actually pronounce your name the way that it's supposed to be pronounced.
it's be like, hey you guy, hey you guy. So, Madelon, tell the people, how did you find us? How did you become a part of this ragtag crew?
Yeah, so in August last year, 2024, I moved from London to New York through Amazon. And as part of the relocation package, they offered to help me kind of get moving. And that's how I was assigned to Pinpointe.
All right.
That was that was the start of it. Yeah. And it was part of like a bigger relocation program that they did.
Mm-hmm.
So not only getting all my furniture into New York, but well, with Josh, he helped me set up a bank account as soon as I arrived, as well as my social security number. So it really helped kind of get things going. So I was quite lost my first week.
I'm curious, because like we've relocated a bunch of people from Amazon, but not I don't know like how much on the Amazon side like they actually help with, how much like support and guidance do they give you, or they just say like, hey, here's this money, here are the people you're supposed to help or supposed to get help from, and good luck? Or is it more like a support system?
Well, you get to pick. You get to they give you two choices, like a
Hmm.
grand some lump, and then you get to do and like everything by yourself. So they provide no immigration support or anything. You have to apply for your own visa, stuff like that. And then they offer you the relocation package, which includes that like lawyers that sort out your visas. Yeah, like moving companies that they come and get everything sorted for you, do the inventory, package stuff, and yeah, just like a support like representative. So if I had any questions, they would just like respond very quickly.
I gotcha. And
Sweet,
how
sweet.
how did you feel about it? Like, how was your experience through it? Did you like it? Was there anything missing? What could you have done? Could they have done better?
Honestly, I don't have much like feedback outside of like it was a good experience for me. I've only relocated once for work, so I didn't have much of an example to measure against, but
Hmm.
it was really easy. The communication was good. Amazon worked with a lot of partners for all these different kind of tasks. So and all the partners were very diligent.
Cool.
Sweet,
Cool.
sweet. So there's me and Rachel we just started this relocation program, our own Pinpoint sponsored relocation program. And I guess our pitch has been we are trying to make it as efficient as possible so the employee when they come in, they're just like moving into work, just ball rolling. With your relocation experience, did you see that having this extra support kind of helped you get to work faster? You know what I mean? Like get basically to work and not just looking at open houses and all this other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely needed the help because you are expected to get like jump right ahead with the role. So I actually had to take a couple of days off of my days to try to sort out things here, to have time, because once you properly start, like the 9 to 5, it's you don't have time for all the admin that's required. So yeah, I mean, they were, because I had that support. It was much easier because I cannot imagine trying to do all of that stuff of like finding um all the paperwork that I needed to do, or like where to live after they, because when I arrived they provided an apartment for a month. And that's where I had time to find a new one, and Josh, you helped me find this one. So yeah.
So they helped you find the temporary housing for a month, and then so you arrived, you came straight into like a place where you were staying. Um, and then how soon after did you start your new role?
Like a couple of days after I moved. I think it was a week. So I took a week from where when I arrived in New York until I had to be in the office.
Okay.
But luckily that temporary housing was like for a month, so I
Hmm.
had those, like extra 3 weeks just to look at flats and yeah, see where I wanted to move within the city.
Cool.
And not to like give out like where your address, but where you know
Unless you
coming
want to do that.
coming from London, what neighborhoods, like what neighborhood did you end up settling on? What neighborhoods did you like kind of like think about before you actually arrived? What was your mindset?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when I arrived, before I did any research or talk to people, I had this idea I wanted to live in the city, right? And then that first month, it really told me I definitely don't want to live in Manhattan. So all the places I was looking were in Brooklyn, in like neighborhoods that were similar to the ones I lived in London. So yeah, trying to find that kind of same vibe.
Curious, where was your temporary housing in the city? Like what neighborhood?
Little Italy on Mulberry Street.
That's rough. That's rough. Yeah, I wouldn't want after having that experience, I don't know that I'd want to
That's
live there either.
not the best first
Uh,
experience. It
it's not a
doesn't
great first impression.
it
Mm,
really doesn't entail what New York living is like.
yeah,
But
or
yeah,
does it
Did
actually?
did did the relocation people put you there, or did you think that that would like not knowing anything, you were just like, oh, let's go there?
Well, they did offer like a couple of places I could pick for that
Mm-hmm.
temporary uh,
Mm-hmm.
accommodation, and I was like, I think that was the only one that wasn't in Midtown, so I was like, okay, I'll pick this one. But I didn't know that was like literally like the busiest street. Also, because it was during well, the last week I was there, it was San Gennaro.
whew.
I was waiting for you to say that. I was like, oh, that's probably gonna be what she
Oh,
says.
buddy, yeah,
Yeah,
like that is more hectic than Midtown.
yeah,
Yeah, I would have been
That
like,
is
I would
that
have picked
is
Midtown. I would have picked
that
Midtown.
Midtown would have been like a walk in the park.
Put me in
definitely.
Times Square. Shit.
Yeah, I think I was up sometimes until 2 a.m. because I had a Frank Sinatra impersonator like outside of my window, just singing New York songs.
Oh wow.
Serenading you. That's lovely.
I mean, that's a nice welcome to New York, I guess,
Yeah,
if you like that
when you
kind
want
of
to sleep
thing.
at 2 a.m., it's lovely.
The
I
city that
mean,
never sleeps. We're
what's
telling you
what
why you don't sleep.
Yeah,
what do you need sleep for? You came from London. Um, so one of the things that I know that I talk about every time when I'm relocating somebody, and I know Josh does too. The first thing I ask is like, where are you coming from? And what are the things that you are used to so that I can very quickly um, burst your bubble. So for all my folks coming from London, the first thing is like, I know you're used to having like a washing machine in your kitchen. That's not gonna happen.
yeah.
Um so what are some other things besides a washing machine were you like shocked about that we
Space.
don't have here?
The amount of
Space.
space you get, like the metros cuadrados. I don't know how you say that. The
Square
space,
footage,
square footage. That's a lot.
like
Yes,
closet space.
Yeah, so that was one of the biggest one. I think though the biggest one for me was not having a washer and dryer, like, in the unit. That was crazy
Yeah.
for well, usually you just get a washer in London. In the
Yeah, yeah,
UK.
because you air dry, you hang dry your shit there. No, no, yeah, I know how it works there.
Yeah,
I mean, also, there's no open floor plans in London. Everything is like its own separate bedroom. Like
yes.
a kitchen has a door, which freaks me out. Um,
But it's actually great because if you're cooking, you can just cook.
then you could keep contain the smell.
Smells. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, I getcha. I understand why it makes sense. It just like I'm not used to it, so it's like,
Yeah.
I feel a little claustrophobic because every room has a door. Like the living room has a door.
You still see that here. Some like yeah, the older buildings, you still get it.
Yeah, but not
The
as
new,
like it's not as much as it is there. So, um, but that's interesting. Okay, have you lived anywhere else aside from London and New York?
Yes, I'm originally from Uruguay, so I spent the first 20
Y-
something years in Montevideo.
Uruguay, like an American.
Uruguay, I can say it.
Yeah, much better. Thank you.
Much better. Um, yeah, and also houses and apartments, they are very different as
Hmm.
well. Like spatially there, you have actual space. Like
Okay.
usually what the size of a living room is here is the size of a bedroom in
Oh
Uruguay.
wow. Okay.
So it's like you're used to just more space. Yeah, and in terms of I would say, like, here, in terms of, like, heating, it doesn't happen to me because this apartment has kind of like that inbuilt, like, hot cold system, but I've been to other houses in New York, and it's like they have a very complicated, like, heating system that is not great. I don't know exactly how it works, but I remember a
Like
lot of people complaining.
like a radiator or something?
Yeah, exactly. Which it doesn't happen so much. I feel in London, there's other ways that but it ends up being much more expensive. So at least here, electricity is affordable versus
Oh,
wow.
is
London, which the
is it
average is
That's the
250
first I've heard
pounds.
of that.
I was about to
200,
say
yeah, it's
200?
250 pounds per month for a single bed.
And it's raining all
Damn.
the time? Nah, I'm good. Sorry, London.
Well,
I
that's why
mean,
I ended
Keep
up coming.
crumpets.
so okay, so you're from Uruguay and then you moved to London. Did you and you said you didn't move there for work?
No, I moved when I was 20 something with
Mhm.
my ex-husband. And yeah, I just moved there and lived in London about 10 years before.
Okay. Okay, so now that you've lived in 3 different places, what's your favorite? And I'm not biased at all. I'm just kidding.
I mean, yes, right now is New York. Clearly, that's why.
Hey.
So right now it's New York. She's trying to keep her job. She's trying to
Yeah.
stay. Don't worry, we will not send this to Amazon. Um, you should be fine.
Yeah, no,
Cool.
but I do love New York. It's such an amazing city. Definitely prefer it to London at the moment. Eh,
Interesting. I mean, so, like, I've only been to London one time, um, and it's crazy because like, before I went, like, my cousin had lived there for many, many years. Um, I had, like, a couple friends there, and everybody would tell me, like, "Oh, you're gonna love London. You're gonna love London. You're gonna love London," and I never went until after I moved to the city, and then I went to London, and I was like, I mean, it's cool, but I'd rather be in the city."
right.
This is my problem. This
And
is my problem.
I was like, "I get it, but it's just, like, not as a not as cool, city," and but the one thing I did like was that every train station or underground station, whatever you guys call it, had escalators.
Yes.
Oh,
Every single one.
I
Every,
almost died today going up the stairs, huffing and puffing. I was like, maybe I need to cut back on these cigarettes a little bit.
Yeah,
Um,
I was like, "Oh, I can get down with this. I can totally get down with the escalators." Um,
yeah. Actually, it's a thing in the UK. There's it's much more planned for people with disabilities. So they require by law to have like escalators or working lifts or stuff like that in everything that's like public, like
Yeah, I
accessible.
mean, if anybody that works for the MTA is watching this, I just want you to know that the argument that the New York City subway is the oldest subway, I have to say that it's not. And London is a much older city, and if they can make adjustments, I think we can too.
Yeah.
So that was just my PSA to the MTA.
I'm not gonna argue on the side of why it's so hard, but yes, you're right. Like, we do have a lot more people, and that is actually running 24/7.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it makes it
That's how it wins.
that's how it makes it difficult. Like I
No,
said the
I
same
get
thing.
it. I get it. I've worked in a construction company that was one of the main contractors for MTA, so I know like how hard it is to get work done, but it can happen. Just saying. Um, cool. So what else?
Wait, hold on. We just jumped into like, what do you do? What is it that
Oh,
you do at Amazon?
that,
Amazon has many different positions,
yeah,
and let's hear what they need you to do that brought you from London.
yeah. I was gonna say like I want to piggyback on that and say, what specifically do you do that you couldn't do from London that you had to do here in New York?
Good
Yeah.
follow.
So I've been working at Amazon for about like 6 years now.
Oh, damn.
And most of that time I worked as a marketing manager for um, the Amazon digital advertising team. So we work with programmatic advertising, which is the digital way to buy online advertising space. And I specifically manage all that activity that happens through the Amazon demand side platform, which is the tool that you use to buy and sell all the space. And I run Prime Video campaigns. Before, when I was in London, I was doing international, mainly focused on Europe, but I was looking at different regions. And then they offered me to do the same, but for the US as well as international. So now I'm managing Prime Video's advertising campaign through like digital environments. So that's like websites, streaming TV, etc.
So you're advertising
Fancy.
Prime Video as a service. Yes?
Yes, exactly.
So
As
okay, you're advertising like the streaming platform. Hey, you should watch whatever we have on Prime, and you're advertising that throughout the digital sphere.
exactly, yes, all
Gotcha.
types of content from movies to TV shows to sports, any type of content that Prime Video can stream.
Great. So how do we get our podcast on
On
Prime
Prime
Video so that we
Video?
can
Yeah,
so that we
that's
can
gonna be the next thing. Like, shit. It's like
Yeah, I mean,
I almost don't want to have that because my saying of catch me in the streets, that goes to too many people. That's a lot of people trying to catch me in the streets. Um, but no, plug us with Amazon. I'll take it. Like we want all the
oh
smoke,
yeah, if you
as
get
they
bought by
say.
Amazon, yeah, you'll be able to be there. That's how it works.
we have to get known by Amazon
We have
first.
to
I mean,
be
I feel like
known by
we've
Amazon.
I feel like we've relocated over 20 Amazon people, and
Yeah.
Amazon probably has no idea who the fuck we are.
Well, it all depends on who is it within Amazon,
Well,
right?
Rach, I'm sorry. Speak for yourself. Like like I'm kind of a thing. Like these Amazon people love me. Um,
Okay.
I'm kind of a thing out there in Amazon. I'm waiting for my invite for like the company party, like this
Okay.
Christmas. So Amazon, if you're listening, you already know. Spell my name right, please. Um, but
All
yes, we
right.
have relocated a ton of Amazon people, and from all those people, you're the first on the show, which is thank you. Like first off,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Like, but if you could if you could do it all over again, would you take the relocation help or do you think you could tackle this task on your own?
No, I wouldn't. And especially now that I've been through it, I'm so happy that I didn't do it. I just one of my coworkers, she was just relocating from New York to London. So she came to me
So
to
the
be
other
like,
way?
"Oh, what was this?" Sorry?
So the reverse from New York to London?
Exactly, yes, my
Okay.
coworker. And she was like, "Okay, what was your experience? Like, what do I do? Do I take the money? Do I get take the help, the support?" And I was like, "Please take the support. Like, you're gonna be spending so much more time and money if you try to do this by yourself." So, yeah, I think, that was, like, a big help, and there's no way I would relocate without like, by myself ever, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. I know Josh and I, we've seen it from helping different people in all different companies, right? Like relocating to New York is not easy, but um I don't know about your experience, Josh, but for me, I feel like people don't realize how hard it is until they've done it themselves.
Yes. Yes,
That
because
everybody's like, it can't be that hard. I
yeah.
must be able to do it myself.
And then the other thing is like they look at me as like if this guy could do it, like shit, I definitely can.
Yeah.
And then what do we say? Then they fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Um
So Madelon, curious, now that you've been through this, you know, like how long it took with Josh's help. How long do you think it would have taken you to do it on your own? Eh,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, definitely longer. I don't think I would have found, like, an apartment that I like as much as I like this one. Like, I think I would, like, I don't know, um like opening a bank account. I didn't even know how to do it. I didn't know what bank allowed me to like have a temporary house because I didn't have my full address yet, and
Mhm.
so many dependencies on having things that if you don't know where to get them, it just becomes so much more stressful.
Yeah, totally. It's yeah, I mean, I think we see people like on average it saves like 3 or 4 weeks of just like a slog, right? Um Because we can if you tell us everything that you want and that you need and everything that you absolutely can't stand and are somewhat logical, um, we can find you what you're looking for in a matter of days,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
exactly. So for
Um,
me, Josh, he did like all that work of like giving me a list of places that we could go arrange, make sure that, yeah, all of them were available right after the other one because I was working and didn't have that much time to actually view flats. So yeah, it was very helpful.
how 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 many times did you have to call out of work to go see apartments or um yeah,
leave work early.
how much work did you miss? Yeah.
Early a couple times, I think. I was trying to arrange everything to do it afterward, but sometimes I had to leave work early to do it. Also, like some flats go really quickly, so you have to act on it quite fast, go in and see them and make an offer, because
Yeah.
otherwise you're gone. So,
It is a little crazy out here.
Um what were the good highlights of it? And then also like give us some of the like, oh, I can't believe this happened during this like process, right?
like, for example,
Um
understand what you're looking for.
no, like give me the highs and lows of it. Like where were you like
Oh, of
this is
relocating.
of the relocation, yes.
Yeah, I'd say, well, the highs would be like just living in a city, like, yeah, the experience of moving somewhere new. That's definitely a high. The low is just not knowing anyone, not knowing where to go or what to do. If you like, especially coming from another country, just how everything works in terms of like, I don't know, health insurance, all of these other new things that you have to learn, new systems that, yeah, I mean, if you don't have people to ask for this stuff, you just spend hours and hours on the internet trying to find, and half of this stuff is not even correct. So, yeah.
Yeah. And what about more specifically in terms of like, working with Josh and finding an apartment? What are some highs and lows in that, and what could we do better in terms of service?
Um, Let me think. Because I'd say, well, there was one flat that I really didn't like. You shouldn't have shown me that one. That shouldn't have been a part of it because I definitely didn't like it. But I think
What
Or
that
didn't what
I
what didn't
should
you
have
like about
shown
it?
it to you so you could understand what value is.
that's true because that flat was
Oh,
like $200 less than, or two or like $300 less than the flat I'm currently in,
uh-huh.
and it was like quite bad. It was quite bad. So
Was
yeah,
was is the apartment that you're currently in above your budget?
yeah, it was.
Okay.
But it was worth it. It wasn't that much out of my budget, but when I saw it, I just knew that this was where I wanted to live. So good
Yeah.
thing, like he kind of
No, I
like
mean, if you can afford it, sure. I think that's what we do, and I know Josh does that very well. Is he'll show you like under budget, in your budget, and slightly over your budget, so you know what you're getting for your money, right?
exactly. Yeah.
I think
Also
they're
because the budget, I always like
underdo
I
it. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I try to.
Everybody everybody holds back. They're like, "Oh, I don't really want to spend this money." And
No,
then,
because nobody wants to just give out the top line budget.
oh,
Yeah.
sure, definitely not. Definitely not. I try to get discounts on everything.
Have you met me? I negotiate everything. If I could, I would negotiate the cost of groceries. I would be that asshole at the checkout counter and be like, I think we can get this lower.
You have to see me with the lady at the taco truck. No, I'm
No,
joking.
come on. The
I
lady
love
at the
that lady.
taco
I
truck
don't.
needs the money.
I will not stiff those lovely ladies that continue to feed me uh, great tacos. Where so now that how long have you been in New York?
It's been 15 months, something like
15
that.
months. So you
What is
have
this, a baby? You're talking in 15 months, so a
yeah,
year and 3
and
months?
Yeah,
you have a good understanding of the city now. Like you've seen different neighborhoods. Do you
Wait, so
think
you renewed your lease?
I did. I did.
Hey, now that deserves a round of
Yeah,
applause. That means he found you the
like
right
that.
place.
we
Yeah.
got to keep her? We got to keep her. Um, are there other neighborhoods now that you like have seen more of New York and experienced it that you're interested in possibly exploring in the future? Or
Maybe.
do you like your neighborhood so much that you're like, you know what, I could be here for a bit?
I think I can be here for a bit. I like the vibes of Bushwick, but
Oh, you're in
yeah,
Bushwick.
yes. So I would say like anywhere like around here, like more Williamsburg. I don't know if I would live in the city though. Maybe some places in the city, but also then the budgets go like much higher.
And not
Exactly.
necessarily,
Yeah,
because if you
I
go to
was gonna say,
Williamsburg,
like, if you're
if you go to
Williamsburg, it's
Williamsburg, it's the
way
same
more
thing.
expensive.
It's
It's
the
way more
same
expensive
thing.
than the city.
And you
Right.
I
got to
would
still
s
cross the river. But
yeah.
I'm not bashing Williamsburg. Like,
No, I'm just saying that it's not as cheap as people think. And,
That's
like, other parts like Dumbo, also very expensive.
yeah, for sure.
Um,
I wouldn't like to live in Dumbo. It's pretty, but I, you know,
no, I'm just naming
yeah.
expensive neighborhoods
I'm
in Brooklyn.
just throwing out
But
prices.
I personally wouldn't live anywhere in Brooklyn, but that's me.
there you go.
But you will move to Jersey. Stop it.
No.
Stop
Um,
it.
there's a very specific
Yeah,
thing that got me here.
yeah, it gets everybody. That's the
It's
thing. It
watch it
gets.
get you, motherfucker.
I don't know about that. Trying to stand strong.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stand strong. I'm not doing a good job of it though.
No,
Definitely not. Definitely not. Um, what else? What else?
I don't know. You know what? People don't really ask us questions. Do you have any
Yeah,
questions
like,
for us?
Yeah, actually, okay.
Go ahead.
uh-oh.
No, I would say like, what are some things for people who are relocating
Mhm.
that we should like, as you know and have experience with the city,
Mhm.
things that people should look up to when they're moving here. So those tips and tricks that I should have known that first month, and I had no idea. Thankfully, I had Doc to kind of ask all these questions, but I feel like outside of the ones I did
You're
ask
asking
you,
for the secret sauce, girl. No.
exactly,
So,
Um
a little bit,
so
totally
yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah.
first and foremost, tell these people call me because I'm probably one of the best people to meet in New
That's
York.
true.
I say it and I do my best to live up to that promise that I'm gonna take you into New York. I'm gonna give you the ropes. So I guess the best advice I could give a person is, find someone who has a little bit more experience of New York and like have them, show you the ropes. Um, that's how New York, like, no one's really from New York. Everybody's from someplace else, right? So everyone has learned from another New Yorker of how things go. So I say, yeah, don't go on chat gbt, don't go on the internet, don't believe the hype, and find like a real live person that could show you some of the ropes, because once you're in, the communities usually like take you in, and then you're not just a person, not just a transplant, you're one of us. I've seen that on many different occasions, and you probably could attest to that now, like living in, New York for a year. I'm sure you have a big, support group that has like put you under the wing and like taking you in. So yeah,
Yeah.
find a New Yorker like me, or find me, and I'll help you.
So, Josh, I'm gonna just add on to that. You said that not many people are from New York. Well, don't sell yourself short. You're actually from New York.
No, I get that, but I'm like the 1%.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
No, there are people that are from here, but I think so. I moved here also, um, from out of state, not from another country, and I already had like a small like support group of people here in New York. And I will give you with like the advice and tips that they gave me, I actually give to other people, especially as a broker. So number one is New York is all about trade-offs. Um, everything in New York is about trade-offs. You, especially if you're looking at an apartment, um, you want to pay $5,000, but you want to be right next to the train. You don't want to walk more than 5 minutes. Okay, so you're most likely going to have like a fifth floor walk up kind of situation. Like those are the things that you have to realize. Like you might not walk far to the train, but you're going to walk up to your apartment, something like that. Um, other other good piece of advice was how to navigate the city. My friend just gave me like one piece of advice. Um, she lived on the east side, so it made sense. She just said, "Lex goes south." That's it. That was the piece of advice. And I was like,
it's like I'm from here, and I'm like, how does that help so much? But it does. It does.
"It does." And I was like, "Okay, what do I do with that information?" And she was like, "If you are coming out like in Grand Central, right? You're coming out, if you're coming from underground, you come up you to the street level and you're on Lex. If the cars are going in this direction, that means it's south. And then you can figure out where north, east, and west are."
Right.
And I was like, oh shit.
I got a one like that I figured out a long time ago.
Well, I
Um,
took that and I like used and I went with it. I like and now I have the entire city. I know how the entire city runs. And so I give that to other people. What's
yeah.
yours?
So on about 80% of the streets in New York, like in Manhattan anyway, um, even numbered streets,
Mm-hmm.
traffic face east. So even east. Very easy
Mm-hmm.
to like remember.
Mm-hmm.
So again, if you're on, I don't know, 24th Street, the traffic is most likely going to go east.
Mm-hmm. And then odds are gonna go
And then
west
odds are going to go west. And then once you got one direction, like you said, you can figure out exactly where you need to
where you
go.
are.
So yes, this was way before the iPhones, Google, and all the maps telling you how to get places. Um, I was out here thumbing it. Well, maybe not thumbing it, because back in the days you really didn't want to do those
I know
things.
I wouldn't suggest. But you know what's another good one is the streets where you have subway stations are almost always two ways.
Okay.
So like 14th Street goes in both directions.
Especially
34th
like
Street.
express flights,
Yeah.
express like stops.
That
Yeah,
yeah. So for sure express, but usually like maybe not all of them, but like for sure like the thoroughfares. 34th, 14, 23rd. Well,
the
yeah,
big ones,
23rd.
57th Street. Yeah, the
Yeah,
big
but
boys.
23rd is not an express stop.
No, it's not.
So it literally, like, I would say, like, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have maybe 8 times out of 10, you'll have two-way streets.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I think that, like, and one thing that, like, Josh and I like to say for people that are relocating, we try to act like ambassadors to the city. We try to teach them everything that they need to know about being in the city, navigating the city, things to know. Um, you don't get that from any broker. Like, any broker doesn't really give a shit. Um, and it's also, like, hard, I think, to know what to ask for, right? You can't just be like, "Hey, person, give me advice. I don't know what I need." Right? Like, people aren't gonna ask, like, "Oh, how do you navigate?" Most people would just be like, "Oh, use Google Maps."
Yeah.
And even Google Maps lets you down sometimes.
When I first moved here also, I had roommates, and one thing that they told me was if you're obviously taking the train, pay attention to the pieces of paper that are posted throughout the station because those are usually telling you a scheduled work when the
People,
train's
please
not
read those
yeah.
signs. It will
Yeah, yeah,
save
yeah.
you a lot of like heartache.
Yeah, seriously, that's what they were saying. They're like, "You're gonna see a bunch of paper, like, stuck to like, walls and stuff in the subway, read them." And I was like, "Really? It's not garbage?" And she's like, "No, it's
It's not
important
garbage.
information." Literally the other day, like, they didn't have it was, like, an emergency or whatever, and, like, in the station on 23rd and Broadway, um, right before I was gonna go swipe, there was, like, now all of a sudden we have a digital board, and it said, "No downtown trains at this station." And I was like, "What?" But I saw people, like, on the other side of the turnstiles waiting for a train, and I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna waste my $3 if it's not coming."
Yeah.
And people are like, I'm like, and that told me, okay, now I'm look at my phone, look at the board over here, let's see what's going on. And like, I was like, let me wait like 3 minutes, see if a train happens. Um, and then train did not come. It was actually running on the express line. So I was like, nah, I gotta get out of here. But like, not knowing to pay attention to those things, you know, could put you in a weird spot.
Yeah, it could mess up a morning, mess up an afternoon, or worse, mess up a ride home late night
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
drinking. Those are the worst.
Oof. Yeah.
Those are the
Oh,
worst.
also another good piece of advice. If you see an empty train car during like
Rush
dur-
hour.
during rush hour, that is not like, "Oh, let me go sit, there's nobody there." There's a reason why it's empty.
Oh man, that is never a good reason.
No.
Never a good reason.
No.
Um,
Yeah, I heard this one. Yes. I
Have you
only
experienced
one.
it, or you like actually learned from somebody's advice instead of having to do it
Someone
yourself?
actually Josh mentioned this as well as like
Mhm.
it's full of like when you stop in the middle of the street so you don't annoy other people when
Oh yeah.
walking. All these like little like New York customs that you need to know.
Mhm.
Um but yeah, for me I it was actually a few weeks ago the first time I actually like saw an empty one.
Mm.
I think someone had taken a shit there.
Oof. Does that
it's-
happen in London? Is that just a thing
Actually,
here?
no, but I've seen this in Berlin. In Berlin,
Oh.
I've
okay.
seen it in Berlin, and I've seen someone in France, in Paris,
Mhm.
actually do it, like, with
Like,
people in
you've
the car
seen somebody take a shit?
in the carriage with
I have
people
as
in
well.
the
I've
carriage.
seen that. Like maybe not in the carriage. I've seen it like on the stairs, like
Right.
walking up from the platform.
I'm sure
Um,
I've seen it, but I've definitely blocked it
you
out.
blocked it out. It's trauma. So it is actually kind of
It is
traumatizing.
traumatizing. I don't wanna
Um,
fucking see that shit.
I was with a client one time, and we're showing it was like brand new to New York, and we get off on the train, like we get off at the train station, and this guy smoking crack right out the door, like literally, like just
I don't know why I think that's hilarious.
like he's just smoking crack, and like you have to just it's first off, I'm not a crackhead. I don't like ever think that you should be doing these things, but to each his own. But to do it where you're blocking all the people walking was it was an experience. As it's like try to like navigate that
Yeah.
and make it seem like, oh, this is nothing, just a normal day in New York for my clients. It's pretty funny. It was pretty funny.
So, again, my first year here, um I lived in Harlem on 111th Street, and there was a bunch of, like, addicts that would live on my street because we were, like, right by the 110th, 2-3 stop, and obviously a block away from Central Park. So, it's an easy place for addicts to hang out.
To
Um,
congregate.
yeah,
It's social.
and, um, they would often why my stoop, I don't understand, but they would often hang out on my stoop, um, and, like, on my way, like, leaving my house to go to work in the morning, they would be sitting on the stoop, and sometimes, like, if they were passed out or something, like, I'd have to, like, climb over them, but, if they were actively smoking, they would, like, move to the side, like, split the Red Sea, and then be like and then it was the funniest thing, they'd be like, "Have a great day at work."
Polite. And they say New Yorkers are rude.
And I'm like, "Thanks, have a great
Good
day
day
too."
to
Like, when did your day
ha-
start
have
or
a good
end? I'm not
have a
really
good
sure.
smoke. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But then one of them actually took a shit in our stairway, and then I was no longer nice to them.
Then that's the cutoff. The shit in the
Yeah.
staircase, yes. That
Yeah,
would do it
like,
for me
it
too.
would be it'd be one thing if it was on the stoop, but they actually got into the building and took a shit on the landing.
Hey, wow. Gotta go, you gotta go, huh? So, besides the poopy staircases,
Or
um,
we
Mamelong, what now that you're a year plus in, what is your favorite part of New York?
Mm, I wanna say the people. Like,
Okay.
the people here I met, they're quite amazing. Actually, you were just saying, like, people think, New Yorkers are rude, but they actually been the kindness. People,
Mhm.
like, treat you well, at least especially in comparison to London. I think, people here are much more friendly, less standoffish.
Yes.
Also, there's, like, so many opportunities, like, even the nightlife is so much better than London. So, yeah, I love New York.
Hmm, nice. Yeah, I mean, I love New York too, so
It's all right.
you're so full of shit, you wouldn't live anywhere else.
Facts. Like, oh Lord. I feel bad for these other people that are not living here. What you guys are missing. So yes, come down, call Josh and Rachel. Let us relocate you.
Yeah,
We got references.
Yeah.
we've got right here a
We got
living,
receipt.
breathing
We
one.
got Yes. She's not a paid actor, people.
No, I'm not. I'm very happy with my relocation, so yes, definitely a pass
Yay!
to it.
Another satisfied customer. Love
Alright.
it. Love it.
Well, alright. Well, thank you, so much for being on the show.
Yes, thank you, Madelong. It's been a pleasure. Hopefully, you'll be back for our guest reunion show that we're like
He keeps talking about this
kind of
guest
planning,
reunion
and
show.
I
I
bet
have
you is
no idea what he's talking about.
I bet you we'll have the most views on that. I bet you because we'll get all these people together. I don't know how we're
Uh,
gonna do it,
yeah, I was
but we're
gonna
gonna
say, like, are
figure
we
it
doing
out.
it in person?
I don't care. Maybe we'll do like a guest social. Like maybe that's an event
Maybe
that we
we
could
do
do.
that, like, get somebody to, like, record it on video, and we have, like, those little, you know, the ones that people like hold on and
Hold
like,
like you seen the MetroCard one?
uh-huh. Yeah.
I would do mine with like a
What
coffee cup.
MetroCard's going away, so how are they
That's why
gonna
I'll
do
do the
that?
coffee cup,
Fair,
the New York
fair.
City coffee cup. Um, right? I think that's it. I think that's
Yep.
about it. Yeah. So unless you want to plug yourself, you could. This is the point where we tell
Yeah,
people
we
plug yourself, talk your shit, girl. Um, whatever it is you want to promote, promote it. This is the moment to do
if you
that.
don't wanna promote anything, that is also
Then
fine.
promote us.
Yeah,
That,
that sure.
I'll promote you guys. I don't
There we
mind.
go. There we
Yes,
go.
yes, yes,
There we go.
yes. Hire Pinpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Straight to the point.
To the point.
Pinpointed it. Uh,
Yes.
H, where can the people find us?
We're everywhere, man. On our website, it's probably the best place, pinpoint.nyc. That's where you can contact us. You can also sign up for our newsletter that gives you nice tips and tricks. Um, you can find us on LinkedIn at Pinpoint Group, on Instagram at Pinpoint Group with an underscore in between. You could find me, Rachel Fiegler, at LinkedIn, and our lovely podcast that you are either listening to or watching, Pinpoint Unfiltered. You can find it on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Yep. And you can find me. I'm on LinkedIn, Josh Hernandez. And as always, more than anything else, you find me out there in the streets making these deals, making these connections with people. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mother Long, for joining us today, people. It has been a pleasure. Rachel, you killed it again. 2 in 1 day.
Seriously, I have a lot to edit now.
Serious stuff to edit now. Yes. Um, catch you guys on the flip
Thanks
side.
for coming on.
Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peace.
Bye.